Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Stone Davidson with New Texas News Network, and we are out here today at Bold Republic Brewing. Very soon, our beloved governor, Greg Abbott, is going to pull up, and he's having an event here, and we're here to cover it. We hope to be able to ask him a few questions, but we're also going to have an interview with Hillary Hicklin, and then we're also going to talk to some of the people that are in attendance today. So stay tuned. We've got a lot coming up. Thanks. Hey, brother, my name is Stone Davidson, New Texas News Network. What's your name?
Phil Davis. How are you, sir?
Hey, Phil. My brother's name was Phil. How about that? Phil, why are you here today?
I'm here to see Greg Abbott and drink some beer.
And drink some beer.
Yeah.
And what about the beer or Greg Abbott do you want to hear?
Well, I want to congratulate him on taking care of the border crisis. That was a big deal that should have never happened, but we had a Sleepy Joe, and hey, we're fixing it. We don't hear anything about the border anymore. So.
No, it's out of sight now.
Yeah.
So my next question is, do you think he maybe waited a little too long to pull the trigger on that?
Who, Greg? Or?
Yes.
I think he was doing the best he could. I mean, he had everything down there. He had Cruz down there and Cornyn, the whole group. I'm not going to, no, I think he did all right.
Well, now you just hit a subject.
Yeah.
John Cornyn.
Yeah.
You going to vote for John Cornyn?
Probably not. But it just depends on who he's running against. I mean, John's been up
run
there
against Ken Paxton. That's
Okay.
going to be the run.
Well, I'll go for Ken Paxton. Cornyn's been there a long time. Time to move on, you know.
I agree. And what do you think about Cornyn stealing what appears to be Trump's endorsement?
Well, I don't know. I hadn't even thought about that. So.
Well, Donald Trump has not endorsed him, nor will he.
Well, Paxton, you mean?
No, I'm talking about John Cornyn.
Oh, yeah. Well, that
He's the one that has stolen the valor.
Okay, that speaks for itself, does it not?
Yes, it does. Yeah,
Okay.
good. Well, you did I could have paid you for this. Thank you for your time.
Hey, thank you. We'll
All
see
right,
you
Phil,
in there.
You betcha.
Okay.
Thank you. Hey, brother, how are you?
Howdy, sir.
Stone Davidson,
Antonio
New
Izagiri.
Texas News Network.
Pleasure to meet you.
Why are you here?
Here to support Mr. Greg Abbott
Why?
because we love Texas and we love how Texas is today.
What about Greg entices you to want to support him?
He is strong, no matter what the fact, no matter what is brought to him. He knows how to answer every question and do what we need to do.
Do you think that some of his effort was a little delayed on the immigrants and stopping them?
No, sir.
No? You thought it was right on time?
Thought it was right
Good.
on time.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your time.
Pleasure.
All right, Stone Davidson, New Texas News Network, back out here with our friend.
Nick Molinelli.
And Nick, why are you here?
I'm here with Cerberus Campaigns here, and one of our candidates, Adrian Hodges, she owns this event here today, so we helped sort of get the governor here today, all because of the property tax.
Well, you heard the governor support Adrian.
Yes, we did, and that property tax bill, we're going to eliminate the property tax by limiting local government. We're going to start with eliminating the treasurer's office, and we have plenty of other ideas for modernization and get rid of duplicate offices.
Well, all of that takes a vote. How are you going to get the vote out?
We're going to do a lot of getting out there and explaining where the inefficiencies are in the government. We're going to educate voters, and we're going to convince them that it's important for them to show up because decisions are made by those who show up.
Where are the greatest inefficiencies?
Well, the first one I'm going to say is the biggest. It's the treasurer's office. It's duplicated by the county auditor, and it wastes about $800,000 a year. Go right back into the county fund.
So what are you going to do to get out the vote, to get your initiatives passed?
Educate the voters. Like I said,
How are you going to do that?
decision made by those who show up. So we're going to go ahead and do social media campaigning. We're going to have as many events as possible so we could talk to constituents and voters so they understand where the inefficiencies are and how important it is to show up so we can get that property tax bill through and we can start seeing dollars back in our pockets.
Making a difference in the
sir.
right places. Now you endorse and you're actually supporting, what, 5 candidates?
We have 6 countywide candidates right now. So number 1 is Adrian Hodges. He's running for county treasurer.
Right.
We have Mr. John Gant Jr. running for county court law number 3. We have B. Cox running for justice of the peace.
Right.
Michael Tice also running for justice of the peace, different precincts.
I know Michael Tice.
And we're also doing Curtis Emmons for county commissioner.
And what are the chances of you getting all 6 in?
I'm going to say 99.9% sure.
Well, there's a
At least through
confident
March.
man. There's a confident man. At least through March, and then November's another story.
Yeah, it's a plus 10 county. I think we're going to do very good in November, but we're going to get through March 1st, one step at a time.
Have you set your ground game up yet?
We have a pretty thorough ground game going. We're going to be working with some of the Republican organizations in the area to help fiscally conservatives get out there.
The whole idea is to get the vote out, and you know that.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, sir.
All right. Are you here for the event?
We are,
And why? Why are you here?
because we support Greg Abbott.
Amen. What's your name?
Kathy Jackson.
Kathy Jackson.
Nancy Alvarez.
And Nancy Alvarez. Welcome. We're glad you're here. In particular, what do you want to hear from Greg Abbott today?
Well, I love that he's bringing property taxes down because it's a concern. I'm over 65, so now my taxes are like under $2,000 a year, which is really nice. But I'd like to see them come down for families because who can afford these huge increases every year? People are having to leave their homes because of it.
And thank God we've got a governor that's trying to address the problem. And how about you, ma'am?
I'm looking to hear more about the property tax information. I am enjoying it right now. I was just looking for, her son is a first responder. And so, it'd be really nice if, something could be incorporated for them. Because you're right, I know, veterans get it. I'm just saying,
And what did you think about the government shutdown?
I wasn't particularly fond of it, but I sort of agree with that. I mean, we don't want to give in.
And we didn't.
No, and that's what I love. We did not
won.
give in. Yes, we did win.
Even though they're saying we lost.
No.
Well, they've got a whole different idea of what reality is.
So let's talk about that. What
Yeah.
do you think about that altered reality that this whole country seems to be under? Half the country is in a fog. Why?
I don't know. There's too many sheep. And quite frankly, if you just depend on broadcast news, you're not getting the true story.
What do you think about spiritual warfare? Do you believe in that?
Spiritual warfare?
Yes, ma'am.
I just think the whole country is experiencing a reawakening of faith.
Do you have I do too. I think since Charlie Kirk passed, I think that was the springboard.
Yeah.
Do you think that this is truly, in the final analysis, a fight against good and evil?
I do.
I
do.
And what is the way that we can combat that?
We just need to not sink to their lows, and follow our faith, and I think we'll win.
I think you're 100% right. I think we need to pray about it specifically on a daily basis for specific things. I don't believe we need to pray for the same thing over again. I think we need to pray for new things specifically. Do you agree?
I agree.
Well, thank you for your time, ladies.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Hello, we're back here at Bold Republic Brewing, and we're here today to see Governor Abbott. Why are you here?
Because I'm here to talk to him about maybe getting his word on going to a military college in the future.
How old a man are you?
I'm 15.
Oh, you're awesome. What's your name?
I'm Wesley Davis.
Wesley Davis, we're glad you're here. And ma'am, why are you here?
I'm here to get a little bit more clarification on the school choice vouchers and honestly to see if there is any chance of property tax reform.
You're not alone. There's several people here. Young man, why are you here? You got the wonderful shirt on, Trump 2020-24.
I followed her.
Well, you follow her.
Yes.
Are you political at all?
No.
Are you starting to look at it a little bit?
No.
He's being forced into it whether he likes it or not.
How old a man are you?
13.
13. Well, we're glad you're here. It is up to the youth. You guys brothers?
Yes, sir.
It's up to you. Bring them along. And your dad, I bet.
I'm the emotional support husband.
And what's your name?
Bo Harrelson.
Bo? And I'm sorry, what was your name?
Michael.
And?
Brianna Harrelson.
Brianna, sorry. And so tell me, fella, why are you here today?
Support her. I get into the politics a little bit, but she understands them better, and I'm just here to make sure she's got her time to be able to understand it.
What about the country? You think we're on the right track?
In some aspects, I don't know.
What aspect don't you know?
Honestly, with tariffs, with income taxes, the property taxes, I'm concerned about. I know ours have gone up $30,000 a year for the last 3 years.
Exponentially. Yeah.
And there's been no upgrades to our house. You know, I don't see why it's going up like that, and that makes it struggle for us. You know.
Well, we're hoping to get some answers today. We're glad you're here. Thank you for participating in our democracy. Thank you for your time. Richard from Precinct 2 in Bell County. Why are you here today?
I'm here to support the governor.
What about him do you support?
Well, we support the conservative measures that he's taken and securing the border and working with President Trump and doing all the things that a good conservative would do. So we're here to support him.
And do you think that our governor maybe waited a year too long to start the immigrant, to start the wall where he was actually administrating a wall?
I think the governor's done the best he could with what he had to work with, and until he got President Trump in office, then it was going to be difficult for him. So no, I think he's done a wonderful job.
What do you think it would be right now if we had Kamala?
Very difficult.
It would be difficult, wouldn't
Yes,
it?
sir, it would.
Yeah. And do you feel that in the final analysis, our real enemy is spiritual?
Sure it is. Absolutely. I see the devil every day, and I see God's hand at work in what I'm doing every day. So the devil is out there. I mean, and we know it. We see him in our
Walking
community.
to and fro.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, part of why we've started this effort is because we stand for God. We want to do the right thing, the good thing, and the God thing.
Yes,
and we believe that specific prayer is very important at this period in time.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to help bring that along as we can. And we just got fortunate enough to have a couple of real grassroots fellas that really work this thing. We've got Steve Moody, precinct chair from 216, and we've got Dennis Faulkner, precinct chair of 215. So they're together. Why are you out here?
To show support for Governor Abbott and his cause, and keep the conservative group moving in Bell County.
What's the most important thing that you think Abbott's done?
For me personally, is his focus on border security.
He got them stopped.
He's got them stopped, and he's got to keep them stopped, and it's not completely stopped, but it's really slowed down and everything. And all.
It's nothing but a trickle now, from what I understand, and Christy Noem is down there today.
That's a good thing.
What do you think about the fact that our president and our governor are working so closely, hand in hand, on some of these issues?
That's the way it should be. Why shouldn't they be working hand in hand? Why shouldn't they be working together? What do you accomplish when you work opposite of each other, work against each other? You accomplish nothing except arguing, bickering, and fighting. We've had enough of that.
We've had a lot of that. Dennis, what do you think we would be like right now if Kamala was president?
Oh my goodness, I shudder to think. I very much appreciate where we're at. Been some significant gains. I look forward to finding ways that we can work together, focus on that 80% rather than 20%.
Yeah.
And so that we can continue to win. We need to win. We've had gains, but it isn't secure. That is easily lost. And if we don't cooperate together and find those conservative causes that we can all advance and win races, we'll find ourselves back in a similar or worse situation.
Amen. You know, we're in a real fight here, and I think the real enemy is the unseen evil that exists. What do you think about the spiritual warfare that's permeating around our political arena?
It's only increased because some of the spiritual warfare that should have been going on has turned into complaining and moaning and groaning, and rather than praying and seeking God and finding His answers, rather than pushing forward in our own answers.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel about it? Do you see it? Do
Oh,
you
absolutely.
see evil out there?
Absolutely. We just recently have started up a new group in the west side of Bell County, the West Side Conservative Coalition.
Okay.
And it is specifically premised on embracing our Christian values, constitutionally based, and finding ways to engage with entities that this is what we do. There is no good reason why our churches shouldn't be taking a strong stance of taking back their communities, and being part of the governance of it is part of that.
Hi, Stone Davidson out here with New Texas News Network with Hillary Hicklin, District 55 representative. Well, Rep, how long did it take you to grow up and become a representative for District 55?
You know, I still feel like just a mom advocating for her community to protect kids and really to advance the conservative principles that all Texans value. And so yeah, it's been a ride and a learning curve, but I think we're in a good place, and I'm really hopeful for the direction we're headed.
What's the biggest takeaway that you've gotten in your short time in office?
You really just have to be blameless before the Lord. That's really who we stand before, and there's plenty of times where the story gets twisted or you're misjudged or misinterpreted, but at the end of the day, like, we're there because our hearts are for our community and for what is good for the future of Texas, and that's what we're fighting for every day.
Well, you seem to have a wonderful relationship with the governor. What was that common denominator? What brought the two of you together?
Texans want the same thing. We want safe communities. We want a strong economy. We want opportunities for our future. And honestly, like that's what made Texas Texas. It is that we value freedom, that individual liberties, and we care about unlimited opportunity that makes us prosperous. And so that's what's made Texas. That's why people are drawn here, and that's what we're going to hold on to. So there's so much that aligns those who are in the State House, in government, and it's not hard to work together when you've got that focus. And so it's great to have a partner. He's been a strong leader, strong governor, and he'll continue to be that for our
How much
state.
of a difference do you think Donald Trump has made to this whole equation?
He definitely brings strength, a powerful narrative that he's unapologetic. And so, in a lot of times, there's always that desire to just keep peace, preserve relationships, and that's not necessarily Trump's number one goal, but it really does put what's really important at the forefront. And I think, people might not like his rhetoric, but at the end of the day, it's about the policies, and it's about the American people and fighting for them, fighting for what's right.
Well, the rhetoric may be part of what separates many. It's been very effective.
I absolutely agree. And that's what it comes down to is are we effective in moving the needle and preserving what makes our country and our state the best place to live?
Last question. What do you think of the tariffs?
Well, it's
in the Supreme Court.
It's one of those things, these are federal issues, so my focus is really on the state, but it's yet to be seen. I know that it appears that this has been a good thing. I mean, everybody just wants a fair deal, right?
Yeah.
If we just want fair relationships, fair negotiations, and it does seem like there were some imbalance to those international trade agreements, and so
tremendous imbalance.
Yeah,
it was huge. We were being taken advantage of,
Yeah.
and we've got a president that isn't going to have it anymore.
Yeah, so I think there's some unsettled, but I'm hopeful for where we're headed.
Well, what do you think about embalming the boats?
I think again, those foreign relations, keeping our country safe, is the role of the federal government, and this is the leadership that we have in place, and they have to keep us safe.
And you support that?
I support his leadership.
Hillary, thank you so much for always being available.
Yeah,
Folks, this lady has always been available to me at all times. Thank you, Hillary.
Yeah, my
God
pleasure.
bless you.
Thanks, guys.
Stone Davidson, New Texas News Network, out here with Pete Flores, who is just a wonderful supporter of Greg Abbott. Why are you here today?
First of all, to be here in Bell County, to be with my constituents, to be with our governor, Greg Abbott, who I've worked with since 2016 in my race in South Texas and Central Texas. Has been a great supporter of mine, and I've always been a great supporter of his. His policies are what's good for Texas, and I'm here to support him.
So I've got a tough question for you.
Sure.
You know John Cornyn and Ken Paxton are in a heated race.
I know them both.
You know them both?
Yes.
I'm not going to ask you which one you support. What I am going to ask you is, what do you think about candidates showing the appearance that they have Donald Trump's endorsement?
Well, I've had Donald Trump's endorsement for 2 times now.
But you got his endorsement.
You got to earn endorsement, any endorsement, and I would say that as long as you've earned it, then
it's okay.
If Donald Trump says so.
But what if Donald Trump didn't say so?
Well, then Donald Trump's campaign will send you a letter that says cease and desist, like happened before with my
Once or twice, yes.
former campaign opponent.
You've seen John Cornyn represent that he's being supported by Donald Trump.
I have not seen that yet, but it's what if you have support of the president, it's with his consent.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing where that support goes. Pete, thank you for your time.
You.
We appreciate you.
Thank you very
All
much.
right, brother.
God bless Texas.
We're going to ask some of the tough questions that many people don't want to ask or are afraid to ask because they may not get the next interview. We're not going to worry about that. We're going to worry about standing for God. We're going to do the right thing, the good thing, and the God thing. Why are you here today, Raymond?
Here to support Governor Abbott and meet some folks since I'm running for U.S. Congress.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
And you've got our church's support, as you well know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're with Vintage Church, Harker Heights, and Raymond is one of our valued members.
Thank you,
So
sir.
what are you going to do different?
One is show up,
Yeah.
but secondly, try to balance the budget because the U.S. Congress, they haven't balanced the budget since 2000, the 2000-2001 fiscal year. Granted, we had the war on terror, but ideally, if we're spending more than we're bringing in, that's a problem. So that's my goal, and it'll help the people. The less we spend, the better.
Well, that's an obvious thing, but how do we balance that budget?
First is teamwork, right? We have to build relationships. But secondly, we look at everything we're wasting money on and we cut the fat. So the tariffs will help a little bit. It's a temporary hurt for a long-term gain. But once that tariff revenue comes in, that'll help. But if we're not cutting the fat, if we continue to spend, quote, free money, because it's free, right? Nobody spent.
Of course not.
It just appears.
It's not costing anybody anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's the biggest thing. We've got to tighten our belt.
Are you a supporter of the tariffs?
Yes, I am.
What do you think would happen if the Supreme Court rules against Donald Trump for the tariffs?
The Supreme Court doesn't control that. The executive branch and the legislative branch, they work together.
Then why is it up there? They're the ones adjudicating it right now.
Yes. Well, Democrats like giving away free money.
Yeah.
And we have to study genders. I don't know why, but apparently people around the world need to know that there's more than 2 genders, which there aren't. Yeah,
exactly. It's impossible to be.
Anybody who's seen the movie Kindergarten Cop knows what a boy has and what a girl has, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, going back again to the tariffs, I'm very concerned for the security of our country if those get overruled. What do you think? Do you think the tariffs help secure our country's national security?
Well, I think the tariffs and national security, I look at it as 2 different objectives, right? We're paying tariffs, and we're not getting any in return. It doesn't make sense. Again, we give, quote, free money and free whatever we can to other countries, and we get nothing. We're getting walked all over.
And been walked over for many, many years until Donald Trump came along.
Exactly. America first.
Last question. I know I said the last one was the last question.
That's okay. Ask as many as you want.
What do you think it would be like right now if it was President Kamala Harris?
We wouldn't have a country. We were going downhill quick. There are a lot of small business owners who I talked to that wouldn't have made it another 4 years. She might be fun to party with, but she doesn't need to be the president.
I don't even think she'd be fun to party with.
I agree. That cackle gets a little annoying.
That cackle is annoying. Hi, Stone Davidson back here with Adrienne Hodges.
Yes.
And she is the owner of this established Bold Republic. And why are you hosting this today?
Well, We were asked if we would host, and for me, that's just a huge honor as a business owner to have someone of such a prestigious high office want to stop by my little old shop. So the answer was yes, absolutely. What can we do to help you make it happen?
And it's rather opportune because now you've announced that you're running for treasurer for Bell.
That would be correct. Yes, I'm running to eliminate the treasurer's office in Bell County because it's a redundancy. It's a waste of taxpayers' money. It successfully has been eliminated in 10 counties in Texas, and it's time for Bell County to do the same thing.
And so you're going to administrate that.
Yes. So the way it would work is, if elected, we need a House and a Senate joint resolution to amend the Constitution. A constitutional vote will go back to the citizens of Bell County, who, with my support, will fire me.
I have never met a candidate that was running for an office to be eliminated. There is one other that you know of.
Well, I'll tell you, my dad was killed in the Gulf War, and his sacrifice and his service have deeply shaped who I am as a person. I believe you should always work to make your community better, always serve your neighbors, and if sacrificing a position that I run for is the way to do it, and that's how I can best serve Bell County, then I am your huckleberry.
So the budget is an $800,000 budget.
Yes, for the office of the treasurer.
And the treasurer himself makes how much?
A little over $103,000.
How do they justify that kind of income? Is it a full-time job?
It's an elected position. You can work it to the extent you choose to work it. For me personally, as a business owner who's faced rising costs, rising taxes, and everything else, I think taking raises is not true leadership. I think getting to that point is not true leadership. When people are hurting, you need to hurt right alongside them so that you understand what they're going through, and that is part of why I'm so driven to get in there and fix this.
Well, being as you're kind of a money person, the Treasury and money kind of are synonymous, what do you think about the tariffs that we've got, and what do you think would happen if the Supreme Court overrules Trump?
Man, you know, as a business owner, I am subject to tariffs.
Yes, you are.
So I have felt that particularly. Most of my malt comes from Canada, my hops from overseas, and aluminum tends to come from China. I don't know what the right solution is, but I do know that we need to solve something for small business owners like me who are bearing the brunt of that expense every day.
Do you think Donald Trump's aware of that?
I hope so. I very much hope so. I think the more that we speak up as small business owners, the more people will pay attention to what we're going through, because we are the heart of America, and we are fighting to survive against very, very strong increases on cost of goods, tariffs, taxes. Every way I turn, there's a new bill. So any and all relief is welcome.
You know, just because of the nature of your job, I want to stay in touch with you, because just your motive is it's pretty incredible. And I think we need to see more people that will run for public office that will have the same motive.
Yeah, and the one thing I will say is a Bible verse that stands to me is, be joyful always. And the way I show my joy is by serving others and just putting happiness out into the world and doing good. And I think if we all took that same burden on ourselves, we'd solve all the world's problems.
Well, the chairman of the board for New Texas News Network is God.
Thank you. Yep.
God bless you. Who's this young lady here?
This is my daughter, Vivian.
This is your daughter? I've seen her. Vivian, how do you think that your mom's doing so far?
I don't know.
Are you excited that she's running?
Yes.
And do you think it's going to change your life?
Not in any way.
How old are you?
10.
And what school do you go to?
Lakewood.
What's your favorite subject?
Reading.
Good for you. Yay.
The little mini book where my
You've
mom
trained her well.
Yeah.
Well, thank you both, and we'll talk to you real soon. Hi, Stone Davidson, New Texas News Network, and we're here with Genevieve Collins. Ma'am, we heard you were just dynamic.
Oh, you're so kind.
Why?
Well, I'm the Texas Director of Americans for Prosperity. We are the largest grassroots and policy organization in Texas, and we are on a crusade to make sure people's property taxes finally go down. They've only been going one way, and that's up. And these future generations, this is my son.
What's his name?
His name is Duke.
Duke, this is your first. How you doing, Duke? You doing good? Hi, Duke.
Yeah.
Duke. Great, Dookie.
Yeah.
He's looking.
But we believe that Our future generations need to inherit a financially and fiscally responsible Texas. If you don't have that now, what is he going to have
What's
later?
he going to have later? You know, you told a story about a big bill or bond that got passed, and how many people voted?
So there's a town, Van Alstyne, Texas. 7,220 people live there. Last week, 80 people voted for a $550 million bond. That's 1.1% of the electorate had the power to pass on $550 million of debt to 100% of the electorate.
And affect everybody else that didn't even get involved. And that's crazy. So how do we change that?
Well, first off, people need to know that any property tax, any bond election, any Vader election, these are property tax increases. And we're not against infrastructure or against paying teachers, but these taxing authorities need to be transparent, and they need to tell people why they need to raise their taxes. Make the case.
Accountability.
Bingo.
Hi, Stone Davidson, New Texas News Network. We're back here with candidate
Abraham Garapati.
Garapati. Now, this is the second or third time you're running?
Fourth time, sir.
How many?
Fourth time.
Fourth time running. Why didn't you win the first three?
I can't beat an incumbent. I'm going to beat him this time, in the fourth time.
What's going to be the secret?
People are sick and tired of 86-year-old congressman who is not doing well for our country, and our country is going through a lot of problems, and socialism has taken over New York City, and socialists are coming for Texas. I'm running because I want to keep Texas conservative and Republican.
So you're of Indian descent.
Yes, sir.
Why would we want to vote for an Indian in Texas?
I'm an immigrant and an American success story.
Amen.
I'm an American citizen right now. I came here with a lot of hard work. I'm a businessman, not a politician. I know how to fix our country's problems, especially the national debt. We are wasting $2 billion in interest every day. On the $38 trillion debt we have, I have a plan to pay off the national debt so that our kids can have a future.
Well, you're also a large landowner near Austin. That's where we met. We met at the Trump rally last year.
Yes, sir.
Now, what has happened since that time for your campaign?
The biggest change we are seeing is socialism creeping across the country, and we lost New York City. I grew up in a socialist country where government-run schools are there, government runs ration shops, government runs airlines, government runs banks. I've lived through that. Socialism doesn't work across the country. Across the world it has failed, and that's what I'm fighting for, to keep socialism away from Texas. And
why do you think socialism is creeping in? Why is that happening?
The young kids are all brainwashed. They have not lived in a socialist country. I lived through utter poverty, and socialism is nothing but an equal spread of pain, misery, and poverty, and I've seen through them from my eyes, my own eyes, and I need to spread that word to across the country, and I need a platform for that, and I will be the next congressman from the 31st district, and I fight to keep the Texas values and keep Texas strong, Texas Republican, Texas conservative.
Just a little background on Abe. He's a ranch owner. He's got, how many acres you got?
I have 200 acres in Florence.
And he's a self-made man. He has a very high net worth, and he made it all himself. This I know personally. Abe, we're grateful for you. We thank you for your indulgence and your stick-to-itiveness. This has been a difficult run for you.
Thank you, Stone, for giving me the opportunity. And this is a fight for our lives, folks. Texas is the last stand for freedom. If we lose Texas to the Democrats, America becomes a socialist country, and that's what I'm fighting for. Join my fight to save our country. Thank you all.
So we can find out more about Abe. What's your website?
You can find more about me at Garapati, Garapati for Texas.com.
We've got
George Bunker.
George Bunker, and guess what his wife's name is?
Tracy, but my mother's name is Edith. Edith Bunker is my mother's name.
And yes, she's what the original was written from.
Yeah, that's right.
So why are you here today?
You know, I'm here today because we have a responsibility to look after humanity and always leave value in our footsteps everywhere we go. Look, we've got a governor here who is always trying to make a better place for Texas and for our community. And I'm also in the barbecue business. You know, we cook great food, we feed humanity, And we're actually creating a barbecue competition right here in Central Texas. Yeah, so over the next 5 years, we want to build the largest barbecue competition in the world right here.
Right here, Big Texas.
Right here, yeah. So we're going to bring in 100 competitors the first year. Many of them are world champions and state champions with the IBCA. And we're going to bring in 20 restaurants and 15 breweries, 300 car show, and we're going to bring in the largest animal adoption event in the state of Texas. And we are going to give back to our community. We're going to give back more than we ever took. This is free to the community. It's free to everybody, free food, free beverages, free everything as a way to give back and say thank you.
When is this event?
This is on March 21st, 2026.
Next year.
Yep. CTBR.net. And we're bringing the utility and land developers together to cover the cost of this as a way to help educate the community on why these utilities are important, the luxuries they bring to our life, and help get everybody to work together on a platform that doesn't cost any families anything, so that we can help work together to build a stronger community.
Okay, we're back here with Adrian Hodges. How do you think it went?
Fantastic.
It did.
Yeah.
Great turnout. Probably 300-400 people.
Yeah, it's nothing like hosting the governor on his birthday, too.
And on his birthday. How wonderful is that?
It was pretty beautiful to have the crowd break out singing happy birthday spontaneously.
And did you notice how he wanted to stop everything until that man who had fainted got back up? He cared about him, just like Trump does when they go down.
Yeah, I mean, instantly my eyes welled up because I'm a mom, so I'm thinking worst case scenario. But I was so proud of everyone and how they handled it and just rallied around with prayer and support and let the first responders get in here and do what needed to be done. And I would say, man, if you're going to have a medical issue, have it at a governor's event, because you're getting the fastest, best care you could ever get.
They were here in 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Literally 2 minutes.
Big shout out to the first responders and the Temple PD who handled that impeccably.
Impeccably. The governor, he's got a personality. He's got a way of doing things. Yeah. And I think, in Texas, he's a Texas governor, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't think he could be an Arizona governor. Yeah. Only a Texas governor.
Very true. And I think that's what we love so much about this state, is that it's neighborly, that we look for ways to help each other. We look for legislation that's win-win, and we go out and we meet people and we listen to them. And Greg Abbott's doing a great job. He has our support. It was a real honor for us to host him, and we hope we have more events like this in the future.
I got a feeling he's coming back.
I would welcome him.
So you would say that this event has been very successful for you as well as for the party.
Absolutely, and I think it says a lot about the character of the governor that he chooses to support small businesses in the places that he stops. When he was talking about business personal property tax, I'm a manufacturer. That stuff right there is terribly expensive, and every year I get a tax bill in the high thousands of dollars on equipment I've already bought, paid tariffs on, paid port fees, everything, and it really just gets my goat. So to have somebody who's dedicated to doing something that will have a real and lasting impact on my business, that's something we should all get behind.
Well, you heard the exemption, $125,000.
Yeah, I might go a little over it, but it's going to take me to a better place.
But yes, you don't get taxed on the first $125.
Correct.
It was $500 before.
I just need to check those depreciation schedules.
That's right. You gotta, listen, depreciate it all out. And we have a new first-year depreciation opportunity because of Trump.
Exactly. So lots of things have helped us. The excise tax at the federal level was lowered. That was set to expire. That was part of the big, beautiful bill that directly impacts my business. I've worked with Brad Bugley, Hillary Higlin, Senator Flores on legislation specific to craft brewing that helps not only craft brewers but ranchers. So there are opportunities out there. I encourage everyone to advocate for your industry, for yourself, and get involved in a way that's meaningful and that always serves your neighbors.
When we get involved, when we do something, we feel good about ourselves.
It does feel good, but I think go into it with the expectation of getting nothing in return. Do right because it's the right thing to do, and you can just sit back, and I guarantee you there will be blessings that you never even thought of that will come to you.
I have absolutely believed that. I've watched it and I've seen it and I've felt that.
Yes.
We're so glad that we've got somebody like you running for treasurer.
Yes,
And
thank
you're a small business owner, and let's face it, it's the small business owners that butter the toast to the governor.
Yeah, and one thing I am most proud of is being a Gold Star daughter and following in my father's footsteps of sacrifice and service. It's something that it will never get taken out of me. And a cool thing just you guys might want to know about is the National Desert Storm War Memorial is going to be completed this upcoming year on the National Mall in Washington, D.C., and we helped fund it. Our small little business, individuals, veterans, VFWs, people out there who know what it is to really honor and to really serve have supported this. It's long overdue, and I can't wait to be in DC at the actual ceremony when they unveil it, honoring people like my dad who passed away and those who served.
We're going to do our best to go out there somehow. We'll be there. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
God bless you, Adrian.